and say your affirmations. Go. Wake up every day and say your affirmations. Go. Wake up every day and say your affirmations. Go. Wake up every day and say your affirmations. Go. Happiness and kindness is a choice. Wake up.
Ooh. Okay.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. Good evening. I guess let me run and make sure we post it real quick before we get started. Sorry I wasn't involved in the conversation. Y'all gentlemen get together and just get to going. I love it. This is
Oh, you
like,
know how we do it. You know, we be on it. We're trying to figure the world out.
yeah. Thank you, Tanya. She threw that love out there. Thank you, baby girl. Really
I say.
appreciate you. The music that you're hearing in the background is John Skywalker. John, what song is that?
Hold on.
You don't know?
Hold on. I can kind of hear it. Oh yeah, it's Pentagon. Affirmations Pentagon.
We live. Yes, we are.
All right.
I know. You know, I miss having your music playing in the beginning, even at the end. But we've been doing a lot of changes. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to thank everyone for jumping in on tonight's live. This is Things That People Don't Want to Talk About, brought to you by me, God Level. I am a mother. I am a nurse. I am an entrepreneur. I have this podcast. I'm a best friend. I'm an aunt. I'm a cousin. I am everything good. John, you want to go ahead and represent yourself?
John Skywalker, the Sly Talker here, lyricist, spoken word artist, martial artist, personal trainer, lover of life, student of psychology, and I'm a father. Also, y'all see that back there? That is the cover of a previous album, Lightbenders, available on all streaming platforms. I also have The Law of Affirmations, available on all streaming platforms. I have Dimensions and Higher Dimensions, available on all streaming platforms. Y'all get the point. Y'all should go look up John Skywalker, listen to that music, vibe up.
Good. King Newborn, you want to go ahead and represent yourself?
Peace. I just want to say Happy New Year again, man. And yeah, follow me on all social media platforms at Newborn Everything. I am King Newborn. And as always, I am of service.
Right.
I say.
Diamin, you want to go ahead and represent yourself?
I am Nebu Saba Diamen, teacher of African spiritual science, high level life coach, nutritionist, personal trainer, father, entrepreneur, owner of the new and about to be launched next week, Abode of Osar Institute of Personal Excellence, where I will lead you through your personal excellence through individual coaching sessions as well as courses. So stay tuned for that. Get ready to sign up for them because we're coming up with our first course. It's simmering, it's ready, right? Season. So, and of course, I am a very willing and honored member of this panel, and I love my brothers and sisters.
Dang.
Peace to
I
the
say,
king. Peace.
peace.
Peace. Thank you. And it's an honor to even have you here. Before we get started, first thing I want to do is I want to welcome all of our new members. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to the numbers, but we did like a jump. So
Whoa.
welcome to all of our new members. I want to shout out the top 5 states that are watching us right now: St. Louis, Cincinnati. I got people up there, maybe.
Cincinnati.
Montreal, Georgia, Los Angeles, California, and Houston, Texas.
All right.
I was like, what?
That's
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, that is what we got going on. And please, we put out a flyer yesterday, and wanting to help your business grow. Free advertisement right here on our podcast. You have the option to either call in, do a video, and pump up your business for free.
Can we spin that real quick?
Oh, do we have that? Do we have? I don't have.
Can we spin that? Anybody?
I don't have.
That'd be dope if we can spin that right now, so so the public, the audience, our community, our tribe can actually see that real quick.
Yeah, I don't
Let
think
Is that
I
me.
don't have
possible?
it. Yeah, I don't have
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
I don't
Did we
have a
post it
We
We
posted?
on the
posted it
page. On the
on the
page.
on the
page.
page?
Oh my God. And I made a reel and dude, 1K. We hit
Mm.
1K. And I was like, that's what's up. So I didn't check my email today. Oh shoot, kid, I'm sorry. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Tonight's topic is gratitude. Who wanna lead?
We all lead.
We
What do you mean?
we're equal opportunity panel here.
Facts.
Well, let's start off with this question, and let's just start off with this
Go
question.
ahead, John.
Let's start off with that question. What
Okay.
does it mean to you?
Love it.
Let's just start off with that question.
Okay. Who wants to answer that question?
I'm feeling
Go
a bit
ahead.
antagonistic
Oh,
today. Y'all don't mind, do you?
Right ahead, brother.
Know what that means? Let's get it.
Just a little bit antagonistic.
Okay.
Mm.
You know, the thing about gratitude, like I know what it means to me, but I can tell you where people fail at it.
Mm.
People fail at gratitude the same way they fail at love. They have misdefined it.
There we go.
They don't know what it is. So if you don't know what it is, then how can you express it? You never stop to even check that if the definition you've been given was correct.
Mm.
So that's my antagonistic flow. So hopefully I got some ears perked up and ready to defend to defend their point of view. But the thing is that you know, gratitude again is a quality. It's a quality that we give in appreciation.
Facts.
In appreciation. So gratitude is a spiritual component. You know, where we feel, you know, gratitude towards something, and that comes from the heart. That reverberates through your aura, through your entire central nervous system.
Hey,
So
John,
that's what I say.
love you, bro.
I thought he had something more to say behind that. He just, John, I love you. Okay, that's
Hey, man.
okay. He probably-
Don't be
You
leaving-
too, man.
Don't be
love you
leaving me
too,
out of the
man.
bromance. What is wrong with you?
But that's the case.
Diamond, you know, I got to do it. I got to go spiritual with Diamond.
Yeah,
But
I love all of that.
John, my man,
Say less, man. Say less.
50 grand, just my man.
Say
Hey,
less.
hey.
But that's a beautiful
Hey.
thing that that you all can do that without looking, you know, funny.
Mhm.
Oh
That you
no.
all can
Well,
just express
Huh?
that,
Looking
you know.
funny.
It's yeah, you know, when you from where I'm from, they will call it a little soft, but that's just me. You're just a
No,
man.
that's strength.
That's
mm.
That's
there you
strength.
go. Yes.
Mm.
Let's talk about that as a component of gratitude.
Man, that's strength for me to. I want this brother to truly understand where I'm coming from. He already know why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but on some real shit. Like I haven't even shake this man's hand yet.
We will, and we're gonna wait till after your birthday. I think we should wait till after your birthday, right at spring.
Ooh, spring. Watch out now.
Spring. Yeah, I think
Spring.
we should wait right till spring and
What
the
that
weather
word
will
mean
be
for real?
spring forward. That's my take. And then we could all be together. That would be nice. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that.
I can't wait for it either. I can't wait
Yeah.
for it.
Man, I got some hugs to give out.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got some hugs to give out, chest bump, elbow, shoulder shrug.
Everything.
All that.
That's right.
I'm looking forward to it.
I
But
say.
go ahead, finish what you were saying before I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's not an interrupt. We share this panel equally. It's love across this right here.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Well, I mean, I could share. I am thankful
For the
And I think
podcast. That's
for the
what's up.
podcast, I am thankful for my brothers. I am thankful that I have allowed myself to be taken care of last year. Instead of being the strong one, being there for everyone, I allowed people to be there for me. I am thankful that I allowed myself to do that. So yeah, I'm thankful for so many things. And I have like a little ritual sometimes, not every day, but get in the car on the way to work. I like to call out what I'm thankful for, the people in my life, the job that I have, the path that I'm on, the people that exit my life. Um, I'm thankful even for the smallest things. And you have to be.
Mm.
I don't want to walk around
That's
ungrateful
it.
about nothing because I have life. I
Hmm.
have life and I am surrounded by people who love, care, honor, encourage me as a whole. So yeah. And these are my three black men right here. My sisters, yeah, they're gonna do that. They're gonna do that. But greetings everyone. Yeah. So yeah, I'm thankful for a lot. I am. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you solid.
You solid.
Yeah, you
Believe that.
solid. Yeah, my gratitude starts from the fact of understanding I've been given the opportunity to experience life
Mm,
and whatever that comprised of. So that's where my gratitude began. It was a point in time that I didn't understand that and the true purpose of this is all just we're just having a human experience. And the more wisdom you gain, the more you have the understanding to appreciate your ability to create consistently. Um, and I think we lose that. I'm not trying to get off subject, but it all ties in together to understand that the ability to create is not negative or positive. It's you actually get to create whatever it is that you manifest in your mind, whatever that may be, from a conscious standpoint. You
Hmm.
create your entire do I want to say reality, which is the reflection of your thoughts.
mhm.
You create all of that.
The inner creates the outer.
Yeah, you create all of that.
Hmm.
The only thing that may be hard is staying on task to an unknown purpose that you need to arrive to or your destination. But that gets altered over time. The more knowledge you get, the more information, the more data you receive, the more things you become wiser about, the more things you understand, the more things you actually put in place to be accountable for, the more things you hold yourself responsible for. You create an entire journey
Yeah.
that I don't think that we take the time out to really appreciate.
That's right. Well, I think sometimes too, like I love the question that was posed. Well, I don't want to jump ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. When John posed the question, I know you'll get to this, so I feel bad about saying it now. But you posed that question. Is what we say gratitude and being thankful the
Appreciation.
same thing?
Oh,
Appreciation. No, it was
appreciation.
gratitude and being
Thankful.
thankful
Yeah, being thankful.
Mm,
are the
Yeah.
same thing.
Mm.
Um, and how I was saying that there are different degrees of that expression because somebody can say thank you but have no gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So just like somebody can say I'm sorry but not really mean it, there's no redemption
yeah.
within them. You know what I mean? So
Right.
so that redemptive part of it, when you truly have remorse versus saying I'm sorry, you see what I'm saying? That remorse is deeper. That's hitting you in the heart. Gratitude is hitting you in the heart.
Ooh.
You see, that's why I say
Ooh.
it's spiritual. You know, and
Ooh.
it's the but that superficial expression will be thank you. That's superficial because you
Mm,
could say that and go. That's like putting on makeup. instead of or putting on some nice clothes and tucking things in instead of just going to the gym or putting that what they call it synthetic oil in your
Mm.
you see how some people do that? Put that synthetic oil in their biceps and things like that and they don't instead of going to the gym.
And
So it's all
working it out.
superficial. They don't do the work. But gratitude requires doing the work.
Mm,
Mhm.
mm, mm.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I love that question. And I'm sorry if I jumped ahead, but I won't say no when we get to it. How about that?
And you brought about a perspective that I was tapping on when we were talking about forgiveness. It's one thing to be like, say, I forgive you. But it's another thing when you hold yourself in conviction of you
Hmm.
forgiving them. And I learned that a tough way. Um, well, hold on. I'm sorry. I learned that when I approach certain situations, I'm like, oh man, please forgive me. My bad. I apologize. I was told, yeah, you always saying you sorry, you apologize. I say, yeah, because I'm holding myself at a higher esteem from my
Mm.
old version to the new version of me.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Beautiful transition. Keep going.
It
Hmm.
it I like at times I don't think people truly understand who they are first and foremost, but how much it takes to truly change to become. It takes
Hmm.
a lot of effort. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of you being accountable, and it takes a lot of responsibility. So not all the time am I saying, my bad. I apologize. I'm sorry. It ain't always about the individual or the situation. It's mainly about me keeping me in alignment with my rules, regulation, my bylaws, my moral compass, and
That's right.
my foundation of who I'm trying to become. And when you get out of alignment of that and you do something that's not in alignment with that, you be like, ooh, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Absolutely.
I can't retract that. So at this point, I could only ask for forgiveness. That's all I can do. Please forgive me because I do know better.
Hmm. Absolutely.
And that's, man, I know I'm just appreciative of the opportunity to be able, because there are some that they wait till they come to a certain trauma in life where it ain't just about forgiveness. It's all that I never take the time out to show appreciation to someone or something, up until the point that I'm being affected by something that is out of my control, that is actually going to cause my demise, where I have to watch this take place.
Yeah. So in other words, what you're saying is most people have to be knocked on their ass before they start to feel gratitude.
Man.
Peace, 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 and yes, sir. That's a part of humility.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the part they didn't want to talk
Sometimes
about.
yeah. And sometimes it takes just that.
And this is why we have, lessons in life,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a tough lesson. Like, either you take the time to start to experiment with your own life, or you let life bring it to you. And I can tell you, one is going to hurt worse than the other.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's better that it becomes a controlled experiment. Okay, that's better than just letting it getting out of control. Okay, getting out of control. So I'm just saying that we all know, a lot of people know right from wrong. But what I can tell you when it comes to things like gratitude and a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about on this show, um, it is always better to question yourself. It's always good to check in with yourself, do self-assessment on everything,
Yeah.
and question it's always better to do that, because that way you can avoid a whole lot of heartache and pain, a whole lot of trauma in your life. You ain't well put together as an adult because of all the stuff happened to you as a child. Let's just get real with it. let's just get real with it. You're not doing that well as an adult because you know you got stuff from your childhood that's affecting you. So then go and find out what that is before it finds you.
Mm.
And because it always does.
Yeah.
It's gonna find you. It's gonna find you. And the thing about gratitude is that sometimes it does come, we get it a little too late. We're a dollar short and a day late by the time we finally experience gratitude.
Drink some water to that.
I told you I felt antagonistic today.
Yeah. You know that's gonna lead us into our next round.
Mm-hmm.
Karma.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna love that one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I think some people have a misunderstanding of I'm just gonna love. I'm gonna love that one.
yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
gonna have a lot to say. Who OG Gorilla P came in Silverback?
Con man.
Call in Silverback. That's Brother
I don't
Khan.
know. Yeah, he's that's
Brother
a humble
Khan, huh?
person.
Yeah,
Khan.
that's Brother Khan. He's also a part of Military Lodge 182. He's a Prince Hall Mason.
Hey, Nikki
I
Craig,
say.
giving up all the
Yeah.
love. Thank you so much, sweetheart. We
Salute to the
appreciate
king.
you.
He a good brother. He also
Yeah,
is a truck driver, and
Yeah.
Silverback is his trucking company.
Hey, Auntie. Oh yeah,
with a
tell
name
him
like
call.
that,
Call in.
OG.
Yeah, OG.
OG, yeah, that's OG.
OG, call in 832-318-6966. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah, he'll drop some lines. He'll drop a bar or two.
I say.
Yeah,
I
good
say.
brother,
All right.
good brother.
Go to that next question, John. It was one. Oh man, let me go find it.
Oh, you want me to go back or because
Yes.
okay, because I figured since
You
we
You
were
were
on the
so-
topic,
asking some
Yeah.
really good
No,
questions.
I like that
people-
question, John.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I loved it.
so wait, which one y'all want to tackle first? This one,
Let's tackle
take a
this
step
one.
back.
No, can
This
we
one?
take it this one? I got something to
Because
say
I
about
felt
this.
like I felt like we were already here as soon as you started
Mhm.
speaking on it, right? And it got me to thinking, like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
My
Can you
sister witnessed this one with me.
mhm.
I had a car accident. January the 1st,
Mm-hmm.
2016. January the 1st, 2016, 10:36 p.m.
Wow. Yeah.
That car accident humbled me because during that time, I kept on asking ancestors, mom and dad, for strengthening guidance, better understanding. And you can't call yourself being spiritual, talking to the ancestors and not confirming the fact that they are reaching out back to you. I'm not going in against spiritual system or any religion. I'm just saying what happened to me. I truly understand what happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you ain't supposed to do. Because as long as you're in this body, you got restrictions. But when you call on those that have passed before you or transition into a higher dimension, unlimited. Unlimited.
Yes.
You get instant response.
And you better listen.
Don't you though?
And if you don't, yeah, something gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, that was part of what I want to dive into when you're dealing with karma. Because that wasn't even a situation of negative. That was a situation of not being obedient when it comes to being of service.
Mm. Mm.
And I mean that hits heavy. But I'm not trying to drift away from gratitude. But
Right.
with the question, yes, you have to have a level of being humble. You have to show humility. You have to, because there is karma from that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you finish up, King. You
No,
you
I'm
got
just
the
saying
floor.
you have to show a level of gratitude. See, again, like I when I first started, this is a experience that you've been blessed to have. Let's start there first and foremost. And then nothing can trump that. You've been blessed to experience life. period.
Hmm.
So no matter what goes on, it's an experience. Now create from that experience. So when we all talk about, man, they talking about letting me go from the job and the check didn't stretch and I didn't get to do this and this didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen. And okay, this is part of life.
Hmm.
Let's appreciate what didn't happen and let's work towards what we want to happen.
Yeah.
And I know that might kind of sound kind of crazy, but it's the only way it works. Like you can't claim what's negative if you don't see the positive from it.
Hmm. Come on now.
So
Hmm.
when I say and I spoke, sometimes people say I'm speaking in riddles. I'm really not. I try to bring it down a little bit so I can speak direct, but I don't lose you in the process of. So the car accident, I don't look at it as negative because so much positive came from it.
Hmm.
So it was something that needed to happen. It got my attention because I wasn't paying attention to the signs prior to. I was being ignorant.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Oh.
That's an evolved man who said that.
Yes.
I
And I always, the difference between a man and a boy is accountability. Keep going. I'm sorry. Keep going.
no. It's our piece. I'm only sharing because these are facts.
Wow.
These are straight facts.
Everyone, I allowed people. Who's that?
I don't know.
I love this. Donna Guthrie.
Yes.
Yeah, Donna Guthrie. One thing what I do
That's
have
auntie.
gratitude for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's auntie.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I do have gratitude for, in that's other people's perspective. I have a lot of gratitude, and you know why? Because at a time I got locked into my own perspective, and that bred arrogance.
Ooh.
It bred conceit.
Yeah.
So I love, because people have, and this is why I say, because in my spiritual initiation, this is what I'm trained to do. I am trained to see that everybody is, for lack of a better word, God, and I say lack of a better word because we use another word in my tradition. But I see everybody as God. Who am I to tell God what's wrong with his or her perspective? Who am I? So I've learned to have gratitude for everybody's perspective. It doesn't mean that it necessarily I have to be aligned with it. I just
Facts.
appreciate the perspective because I know we all having different experiences, and of all the countless amount of experiences to have, one person cannot have all those experiences. So thank y'all for having the experiences and crossing paths with me to share those experiences, because that's the only way I'm going to get your experience is when you share it with me.
Exactly.
I cannot have it. You understand? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. But I will say this, like I would love to know and to feel what Donna means by one has to humble oneself, which I agree. And this and she's saying that's not necessary to have gratitude. Um, uh, I can feel her on this. I feel her on this. And because they're kind of like they're not necessarily the same. They're not the same. So you don't have to lower yourself in any kind of way to have gratitude. Okay? But sometimes you do. Sometimes it's because some people think they're above. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say you are a millionaire walking around downtown LA, and then a homeless man comes up and give you $5. That millionaire would probably be too arrogant to even appreciate the $5 that the homeless man is trying to offer him. To see the actual, like, what's going on. So in that way, yeah, I would say he would have to humble himself and say thank you. Even if you want to give the $5 back, but really feel, you know what, thank you. This is a kind gesture from you, and I appreciate this. but in turn, let me give you back the 5 and give you 100 more. You know what I'm saying? Let me do that. Let me do that. So because again, those kind of things, that's what I say when I say you have the better chance of passing through the eye of a needle than a rich man has of getting into heaven. And this because of how that comes with such arrogance. So the opposite of arrogance and conceit is humility. It is. That's the opposite. And I found this out the hard way. So can you be in a state of gratitude without humility? In my life, I had to cultivate humility in order to understand and feel what gratitude was. However, I'm not saying that's the case for everybody, because some people they never got to the state of arrogance that I got to, so they was always okay. You see what I'm saying? So I feel her on that, and I'm loving that perspective. So thank you, Donna, for opening that perspective up.
Hey, Auntie.
There was something there that what he said inspired me, and it's also in conjunction to expressed gratitude. It refers to that question that I posed in the group. So I want to take both of his ideas right there for a moment and really just bring them to the forefront. Reciprocity was was his answer, in terms of how he expresses gratitude. And as he's saying that, as he was speaking, that popped up in my mind, in lieu of karma. Right. So you do something kind for someone and they say thank you in the moment, but they really wanted to extend the full gratitude. Perhaps they reflected on that experience, I don't know, 3 weeks from the actual incident, and they felt like their gratitude in that moment was insufficient. So they say a little prayer and ask the universe to bestow upon you a gift for that one act of kindness. Right. This is like, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks from now, a year from now, the universe delivers you a serendipitous gift, right? And there needs to be some reciprocity to restore balance, because the person who you exercise that kind act to felt like, hey, I need to restore some balance here. I'm indebted to this person. And so they give you a gift. The universe gives you this gift. And in your moment of, I don't know, arrogance, you're like, I don't need this. This is beneath me. Right? You may be in a different station in your life to where, this thing doesn't have the same value, right? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is, right? But the universe tried to give you a gift that came from this stranger that you helped a long time ago. And reciprocity, I align with that. Reciprocity is one strong way to express gratitude, right? You are grateful for what someone's done for you by being grateful back to them, extending the same gesture, right? But
Right.
in this, and then I want us to pivot to the distinction between appreciation and gratitude. In that, what I'm hearing a lot from everyone on the panel is that there is a certain kind of respect that's really being expressed here. When we're talking about gratitude, I think of it as a state of being, right? And that encompasses an attitude, it encompasses a mindset, it encompasses an emotion, right? So this experience of gratitude, right? We energize the objects of our focus. So it doesn't matter if I say I'm grateful for this person, or I'm grateful for this thing that happened at work, I'm grateful for this event, right? We're energizing this content, this thing, this experience, this tool, whatever. We're energizing it, but we're also bestowing a certain respect in lieu of the humility. It's saying that, hey, I'm not better than this. I'm not beneath this. I'm not above it. I'm right here with it. And I'm giving my respect to it. Yes. And therefore, you're acknowledging this respect as it's served you, right? And so likewise, so it kind of, I don't want to give it away too much, but it really improves the relationships you have with your life, with all the things in your life, with your conditions. It improves the relationship, the connections.
Yes,
but it's coming from you, right?
Yes.
But I didn't want to jump too far. Like, oh man, we just killed the whole thing. But
no, that's pretty profound. You ended splendid. You ended splendid.
Yeah.
I love that. And don't you use that in no poem. I'm gonna use that.
You know he will.
It's like spoiler alert. Yeah.
Right.
Just so you know.
So this one right here, I found this question to be very tickling because of the English language. We say in the English language, we use other words to describe other words, you know. So appreciation is used to describe gratitude, and sometimes gratitude is used to describe appreciation.
Yeah.
But they're not really the same thing. They involve each other, but they're not really the same thing. So I wanted to pose this question to you guys. What do you think? Are they the same thing to you? Let's start there before I say what is the difference.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I said I'm gonna be quiet on this one.
No, I'm listening too. Is gratitude and appreciation the same thing?
We can go to the group. We can,
but I think you already posted this question. When it comes to appreciation, I appreciate you all. It's almost hold on. It's almost the same thing. I'm sorry.
Almost, right?
Almost the same thing. I appreciate you all. Gratitude.
All right.
I am thankful for you all. So yeah, it's almost the same thing.
All right. So from the group, we had 13 respond to the poll. 5 said yes. Yes, they say yes, they're the same thing. 6 said no, they're not the same thing. And 2 were unsure. Now, the way I distinguish appreciation from gratitude is the perception of a benefit. That is like the key ingredient. We usually express gratitude in perception of a benefit. It doesn't mean that it's actually of something that's actually happened to you. It's the perceived benefit. So a person may not have actually done anything, but in your mind, in your perception, you feel like that person did something for you. And so that's why you have some of those social interactions where you're like, what did I do? It's like, you were just being yourself, and you're grateful for that, right? You're like, but I didn't do anything.
But I didn't do anything.
Just thank you.
Just you being you.
Yeah.
Get it.
Right?
Okay.
So being great. All right. So, but mind you, again, perceived benefit. Now you can appreciate something that serves no benefit for you at all. Okay. But you don't generally become grateful for something that doesn't benefit you, right? All right.
Okay.
So you can appreciate things that don't benefit you, and you can appreciate things that do benefit you. But you cannot be grateful for something that you don't perceive as an actual benefit. All right. So that's the distinction, is the perceived benefit. I appreciate the sun coming up in the morning. It's just the sun coming up in the morning, though. I'm giving it that value. Me, anybody else could be, like, oh, okay, sun's up. That's a fact of life. Sun came up. That's a fact of life. There's no appreciation for that. The glow, the colors, the warmth, the visuals. There's no appreciation for that. It's just, oh, that's a fact of life. All right. So that's what appreciation does. It enhances the value. It enhances the value of our experiences, our perceived experiences, anyways.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, can I give my answer that I put in the group?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I said, so appreciation is the act of not taking a kind gesture for granted. So it's the acknowledgement of the depth of the gesture, and gratitude will follow appreciation in some form. Okay, so gratitude will follow it in some form. And so the thing about appreciation is that you also have to know, you have to be able to see that act of kindness, and we can even use that, appreciating the sun that comes up every single day. You have to be able to see the kind act in the design of your existence. You see what I'm saying? We take the sun going up and down very seriously in my tradition. We take that very seriously in my tradition. Like there's a whole God surrounded around that. Okay, we call them Ra.
Absolutely.
Ra.
Right.
We call them Ra.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
understand? So that's a big
Amen.
deal.
Ra.
So we do not take that for granted at all. You know, the rising and falling of the sun. We don't take, in fact, the fact that it goes down and comes back up again. And what we see is the uncorruptible nature of that particular expression. It's uncorruptible, you know, because the ancient Kemetiu, or the ancient Egyptians, for those who, you know, want to
Right.
connect that, they saw every time the sun rose, it was Ra riding across the sky in his bark or his boat. But when the sun went down, then he went into the underworld, or the dark world, called Amenta, where he faced the most evil foes who tried to keep him down, right? But every time, if he rose the next morning, that means he was triumphant in the face of darkness. You see, he was triumphant, you know, against those dark forces. He slayed his enemies, and he does it day by day by day. And what that is, that's a spiritual lesson for us. You know, just the appreciation for us being able to rise every day and go to sleep every night. You know, and the fact that we make it through the day and make it through the night. That means that in some way we were victorious against our own demons in some way. So that's an appreciation. That's an appreciation to be had as well, you know. And there's gratitude, which is the act of showing that appreciation. There's the gratitude that follows in some way. What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? There is your showmanship
There
of
it is.
gratitude.
There it is. There it is.
Can I give my
If that makes
example?
any
Your
sense.
life is
Oh, no,
gratitude. Yes.
it's
Your
Yeah.
life is gratitude.
huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge between both of you brothers. So man, between both of you brothers. So when I brought up that car accident, like, dang, I had a car accident. Yeah, but you're still alive.
Mm,
You're still alive.
right?
You're still alive. Now that I have your attention, what are you going to do from this day forward? I'm going to appreciate this experience and the time given, and I'm going to use it wisely.
Mm,
Yeah.
And to show that that's what it is, because from that, after 8 years of driving with a suspended license, buying cars left and right,
He was too. Oh my God.
8 years, I'm asking to become a better man. I'm getting the answers, but I'm ignoring the answers because they're not in the form in which I want them to be. Oh, okay, you don't want to listen? You don't want to listen? Okay, let me get your attention then. Now sit down, think about this. And from that, not only did I clean up my police record, got my license back, I went and got a CDL. All from that.
mm,
Wow.
But it took for me to understand that I could have died.
Yeah.
I could have died from that moment because I wasn't being appreciative of the time I'm given to be of service. I'm not in alignment. I'm out of alignment.
mm-hmm.
Mm.
So I don't look
Right.
at that as a negative. I looked at it, the whole situation, as a positive.
Yep. Definitely that.
Yeah. Because you learned a lot from it.
Yeah.
I
And it makes you
grew,
more appreciative
I
of
grew
being there. Yeah.
tremendously from that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Boom. Boom.
Yep.
That's
I grew
rewards
from
right
that.
there.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's also proof that when we say everything in your life that happens is for your good.
Facts.
Oh,
See, look at that grit in the teeth. Go ahead, let it out, baby. Let's go. Let's have the conversation.
Yeah,
Come on, let's have
everything.
that.
and so
Let's
every
have that conversation.
yeah,
Yes.
let's unpack that.
Yes.
Everything that I've been through has been for my highest good, and I've been through some shit.
Okay. Well, then you learn to wipe it off. You learn to bathe, right?
Mm.
Okay.
You learn to appreciate and have gratitude for the ability to take that shower to
And
wipe the shit off.
and I forgiveness,
You
Yeah.
almost stepping into baptism and where it originated from.
Ooh, that just kind of it just stung it just a little bit, but I'm okay.
You're
I've been,
okay because
I've been through some things, and I have come out on top.
okay.
Mm,
Is that not the good that came out of it?
yes, I did not allow what I've been through to completely destroy me.
Well, let's just say this, because even deeper, it's deeper than that, beloved.
Okay,
Facts.
well, let's go.
It's deeper than that. You didn't just survive it; you transcended it.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Okay, that's what. Are you still? So when those hardships first began, are you still that same woman?
No,
Boom. You can't put those shoes back on, can you?
no.
No.
The gratification of the change.
Love you.
Being appreciative of
I
the
am
change. Yep.
of the change.
That's
Yeah.
it. But that's what it's all about. That is the ultimate reward. It's
Okay.
our own personal growth. Because with
Yeah.
that growth comes an elevation and vibration.
Yes,
Do
it
you
does.
understand? You understand what that leads to? It's not about what we get in this particular training ground that we call life.
Mm-hmm.
This is nothing more than a spiritual gym. Okay, it's a university of divine cultivation. That is the only reason why we're here, is to cultivate our divine essence. And everything that you go through is for the good of that.
Okay.
You're going to learn the lesson one way or another. How many times would you hit your head on the same brick wall and acknowledge the blood eventually? How long would look? You're too intelligent not to eventually. I don't care who you are. You can have Down syndrome. You're gonna stop at some point.
At
Yes.
some point.
Okay.
Some point you're gonna be like, you know what? Is this all right?
Hey, that's enlightenment.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You know.
Yeah.
So let's just, but with that acknowledgement and that when you figure out, oh, I'm hit my head, I've done it in my life
Mm-hmm.
for years, hit my head on the same wall, and the fact is, I didn't even realize that that's what I was doing, but wondering, I was feeling the pain.
Mm-hmm.
I was feeling the pain, and then I had to like, wait a minute, you know why I didn't realize that that's what I was doing? Because I was too busy blaming everybody else. That's why I fooled myself into thinking it was other people doing it
It's
to me.
everybody else's fault except
Yeah.
your own, except for
That's
acknowledging
exactly what was happening.
acknowledging
That's exactly.
responsibility.
But when I realized it was me, then now that I took back control and I stopped hitting my head on that wall.
Ooh, that's when people change, when they realize it's not the other
Hmm.
person, that it's them.
Oh man, let me tell you, ain't
Yeah.
nothing more freeing than that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nothing more
You
freeing than
constantly
that.
blaming somebody else, and you know you're doing wrong.
Hmm.
Mm.
Absolutely.
What?
So this is what I'm saying. It's all for your good.
Yeah.
All right. So anytime you find yourself in the midst of hardship, you should be like, whoa, here it goes. Something big is about to happen. Here it goes. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. What lesson am I getting ready to learn today?
Exactly. Because you know on the other side of it, you're going to be upgraded.
Yes.
That's better than going and get your nails done. Do you hear me?
Oh,
That's better than getting your hair done.
and I need them done.
But I'm just saying an upgrade.
Facts.
Yes.
When life is throwing you that opportunity, it's actually throwing you a gem. It's throwing you a gem. And all it's saying, look, I'm going to give you some raw material. Here's a situation. And this is a chance for you to upgrade yourself. What you going to do with it?
Mm.
And don't let me have to throw it to you too many times, because the second time I throw it to you, it's going to be even heavier. Third time, even heavier still.
That-
So you better get it as quickly as possible.
yeah.
Yep. Car accident. Yeah.
Hmm.
You.
No, it's facts.
I know. I wanted to share, but I'm like, because I remember that car accident. It was right after mine. I learned a hard lesson that night.
Car
Mm.
accident. Yeah.
Yeah.
John, I never did get your take on how you express gratitude, or furthermore, what are your personal thoughts?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Coming up with all the questions. What you got?
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. I really do. Oh man, I really do gravitate with the life being a form of express gratitude. You know, all right, so I'll open up a little bit.
There you go.
Oh shit.
Go ahead. We got you, buddy. We got
Yeah,
you.
let me hit mute. I
So-
don't want to say nothing.
So I love to see people succeed. Right?
Yes.
To me, that's the highest level of gratitude that I could receive from a person. So someone comes to me and they say, "Hey John, I need your help on something. I need your advice on this. I need you to help me move this. Wada wada wada," right? To ask for my help, I'm like, "Oh, shoot. You know what? I got the time. I got the resources. Let's get it done." And it gets done, right? Now, the presumption here is this is someone I actually care about. Okay? Even if it's in that moment, I care about this person enough to stop what I'm doing and say, "You know what? I'm going to answer this call right here." And it's not the thank you. It's not the thank you. It really is seeing the other person win. To see that light glow, you know, they're like down, and then that love just transforms them. It's art to me. That's art for me. That's why I'm so passionate about helping people. If I can, then I will. If it's within my capacity and it doesn't disrupt the foundation, yeah, John's going to do his best, even if it's my laziest, right? So a lot of the times, yeah, it is going to be a thank you, just seeing that, but it's beyond words, right? For me, gratitude really is an attitude. It's an ambiance. It's an energy.
Thank you.
And so to witness a blessing, it's just more of a feeling. You know, a lot of the times I don't even have to say the words. It's just you give that respect, that thought, that acknowledgement. It's for me, it's really silent. It's like you just stand back and you look at it and then, right?
Yeah.
It's a feeling. And so that's the energy. And you okay, John? Yeah, I'm good. I'm cooling.
Yeah.
But really inside, the heart was saying, "Thank you." Right? It was doing that whole kitty. Yeah. But it's not words. It's a sound, but you can't hear it. It can only be felt. I know I wasn't trying to do poetry for y'all, but it just came out that way.
It's a vibration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. That's what I was getting at. Absolutely.
Which takes me back to the beginning.
God level.
Yeah.
Of God level.
The moment I called him, he was on board. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Let's get it cracking. Let's get it started. What's up?
Yeah.
What you need? All right, Renee. What's good? I mean,
and
all right,
really
God
good.
level. My bad. Yeah.
We've been at this for
Over a
it'll be
year.
2 years this year.
Mm.
Yeah. And he's not lying. And to watch me grow and to watch me evolve, that he just be over there cheesing like, look at her.
Yeah.
Look at her. Look, he just
Man.
So yeah, he don't have to say anything. It's the smile. It's a
I've
smile.
learned this since I was a child. And psychology is studying gratitude, the effects of gratitude, right? They even have what's called gratitude letters out there, right? But it's just funny how science is just catching up to something that's so fundamental, right? You know, they're saying gratitude letters, like, okay, write this down. You can write it on your phone, right? They're saying write down the things that you're grateful for, right? But even as a child, just knowing that it works, it enhances your life, it enhances your health, it improves your well-being, it improves your resilience. And to be grateful in the face of adversity,
Yes.
and there's just that sense of optimism that's increased, right? And that's a buffer against adversity. So it's like you realize, oh, this is a superpower. This works. What is this? Right. And then again, it's that same energy that allows you to attract that abundance, that goodness. That's why you do it. It's not, but it's not like, we're not talking about from a narcissistic place, people. We're not talking about that, where it's like just always about personal gain. The gratitude is just, it's how Christians would say seeing God, right? Or seeing the glory of God, right? It's the same energy, yo. It's the same, it's the energy. You're looking outward and you're seeing the goodness in all things. And the gratitude is just a reinforcer of that goodness that you already knew was there. Right. So you teach that to your children, it improves their optimism, their hope. Right. And that goes into everything. So you end up living a good life, a healthy life. We're talking about mental health included. Right. We're talking about mental health included. So that's my spiel personally.
You know, I want to show y'all something.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Someone that's ungrateful. How do you help them flip the switch?
Oh, such a profound question.
You being funny.
No, that is profound. But I was actually right there with you for some reason.
Okay, in these times I express gratitude to my spiritual team. Numerous times today, blessings have literally been pouring in from the heavens. Yes. I'm sorry, who is this? Yes.
Hey, what's trippy is, from a spiritual standpoint, you know where your heaven lie?
Where's that?
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Oh, we thought you were gonna tell us, man. Come on, enlighten us with the news. What's the news about Ghani?
I said the last time, and he was like,
Yeah, I did.
I was like, look, yeah. Heaven and hell is a state of mind. State of mind.
But
someone just put within. Yes, within.
Yeah, that was Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
That's not showing up in the.
It's not. I don't see her name. It just says Facebook user. So I had to run and see who it was. Yeah, in these times I express gratitude to my spiritual team. I had a moment a couple weeks ago, and I made a post, and she was one of the first people that contacted me and was like, get out of that vibration now. Yeah, my tribe came out in full force, and she was one of them. You know, so yeah. Blessings have literally been pouring in from the heavens. The little things, and I can't even call them little things that are happening, but the things that are happening lets me know that I'm definitely on the right path. I have been receiving some blessings to put me in a easy state of mind financially.
Loan me $1.
Here, I'll give it to you.
Oh,
you can't ask me for nothing. I will send it to you if I have it.
Don't do that.
I'm serious. I will. John, you better ask John.
Yeah, she will do it.
No.
I will do it. You ask me.
I'm not in need, so it's okay.
No, I'm just saying, if I got it, I will send it to you. If I got it.
If you got, I'll say.
That's the thing. If I got it, yeah. Yeah.
Well, so you've mentioned something. You mentioned, you said that the vibration. You need to get up out of that vibration. Something wasn't going right.
I was in a very low vibration.
Right.
We started that Thursday. We talked about it. The solar plexus was just going.
Yes.
And I was on Facebook. I made a couple of posts, and I usually don't step out of character like that. especially not in public. And it was caught early on. I got a phone call. She made a post. Somebody else called. They was making posts. Take it down.
Yeah, yeah,
Take
exactly.
it down. That is not you. That is not who you are. And I
Mhm.
was like, you know what? You right. And it's all stemmed from a whole bunch of stuff that I had pushed down. But once I let it come up, release it, forgave this person, it was like I was freeing myself. And then I was able to move into the new year without all of that baggage with me.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, that's what it was. It was coming up like you've carried this long enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Let it go.
Sometimes we get pulled down the drain
Yeah.
of that vortex.
Yeah.
Again,
Carried
that's
it
hit your
long
head on
enough.
that brick wall, not really realizing that that's what it
Yes, it
was.
is. Alchemy is so important in these times. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Miss Brittany, the number is posted 832-318-6966.
Hmm.
Feel free to call in, sister.
Yeah. So
Sister.
so I want to get to what she's talking about. This is a alchemy. So I want to show you something real quick.
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
share my screen, but let me set it up. Um, because what we've been talking about is um, why. Okay, so why overall, what's the big effect of showing gratitude and versus any kind of negative thing? Does that truly have an effect? Does it? Ask yourself this.
Yes.
Does it determine the shaping factors of the situations in your life? In other words, choosing to go to the point of not showing gratitude versus going to show gratitude. What does that determine what comes next? Yes, it
No.
does. Yes, it
Hold
does. Let me
on.
show you why.
Hold on. You can show a person gratitude and also or appreciation. They not accept it. How
But
is
it's
that
not
going to
about
affect?
them. Yeah,
Okay,
no,
I was going to
we're
say,
not talking
how is
about
it
them.
going to affect them? Okay, okay. So we're
I'm
just keeping
talking.
it
I'm
at
talking about you.
okay. We're
So
keeping it at as long as you're doing it from a pure place, then you should be fine whether they accept it or not.
exactly, because what we're talking
Okay.
about, that pure place is coming from your heart. Because remember, every time we're transcending and changing the vibration of the heart, what reverberates out from the heart, that matters. We literally have an effect on every molecular structure in our surrounding when we do this. And remember, what's my favorite phrase? I never tell you something I can't prove. Give me a second. All right. Let me show you something. I'm gonna share my screen.
Go
So
ahead. Oh my
uh,
God. I'm gonna have to read.
I forgot how to do it. Where's the share screen? Wait a minute. Is it down here? Oh, here it is. Present. All right. So give me a second. Uh, uh, um, is it slides? So let's see. All right. Not you. Okay, you is what I want to share. All right. Here we go. All right. So you guys see this?
Ooh, watch out now.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out now.
Oh yes.
Talk
Like I said,
about it.
okay. Now listen closely. This is important. What do you see here? What is it that you think you're looking at?
Water.
It's water. Okay, let's call it water. It is water. It's crystallized water, frozen
Nope.
water, right?
Nope.
What if I told you that all of this was the same water, came from the same source at the same time, came from the same glass,
Yep.
and frozen at the same time?
Flash freeze. Yep.
Yeah, if crystallized. Okay.
Yep.
Now let me tell you why they look different. You see the words on the bottom of each one of these pictures?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are the vibration that determine how
Mm-hmm.
these things are going to look.
Yep.
They determine the molecular structure of the water based on, because it wasn't just the word, but it was also the feeling and the emotional effect also infused into the water.
Mm-hmm.
And this was an experiment ran by Dr. Masaru Emoto.
Yep. Yep.
You know, and so look at thank you. This is gratitude. So it does have an emotional molecular effect on your
Mhm.
surroundings. So
Everything.
when you emit gratitude and
Mhm.
appreciation, look at the beautifulness. And the reason why these are beautiful because they are following the geometric construct that actually created everything. So what we're looking at here is fractal patterns. They're right in line with high vibrations. Then look at the same thing when we go to a negative thing. You make me sick. Look at how bad that looks. Let me put my cursor over here so you guys can see what I'm saying. All right. So look at you make me sick. Didn't amount to anything. You fool didn't amount to anything. Evil. It looked like a vortex that's about to take you down. Right. And look, and then this is the water before prayer, before anything prayer, before anything that was actually done to it. This is the water. This is what the water looked like. It was polluted before, and then look, and then it got cleaned up just by these words. Now, let me ask you this: do you realize that you are made of 75% water? Your body.
Yes.
So then, when you express gratitude, when you express love, when you understand that you are eternal, and you delve in truth, what are you doing to your body? Versus when you are wallowing in these negative emotions.
You are
You see?
hurting yourself.
All right, I'm gonna stop that.
Yeah, we did the rice test. Me and all of my children before Brianna was born. The rice test was we got 2 bowls of rice, covered them up. We created 2
Hmm.
boards, one with the word love, one with the word hate, and we began to draw on them. And each day we would take out a minute, a couple minutes to send those thoughts of those words or with that vibration to that board where that rice was located. And you did notice a big difference at the end of 1 week how the rice that was actually on the board with the negative words was more molded than the rice on the board with the positive words. So yeah, um, what you think and speak and how you feel plays a part in what you attract.
Ah, Shay.
All
Hmm.
frequency. All
All
frequency.
frequency.
That's
All
it.
frequency.
I mean, are you seeing our members here? They're throwing out some gems, aren't they?
Yeah.
Cause and effect, alchemy.
Yes.
Look at what Brittany Cole says. She said the power comes when you show gratitude when things are not going the way you want. And listen,
To be
look,
thankful when things are not going your girl, if you don't pick up that phone and call in.
yeah, because I'd rather you, if you can, Brittany, pick up the phone because I'd rather you explain it than me because I'm with you 100%. That is because that comes down to realizing the truth in the situation. What whatever's going on is for your good, and you're grateful for that. You see,
Car accident. Car
you're
accident.
grateful for that. You see, and she goes on to say it's easy to be grateful when things are going right in your life. I've learned to master my emotions, okay,
Emotional
and
intelligence.
transmute negative emotions into positive emotions. Now that's what alchemy is, the
Facts.
transmutation of negative emotions into positive emotions, taking something and making something else out of it. All
Yes.
right,
Convert.
and your
Convert.
your vibration will shift fast. Now right here, she says she's learned to master her emotions. What does that mean to any one of y'all? What does mastering your emotions mean?
Not allowing
Having
your
having
emotions to
having
control you.
emotional
Yeah,
intelligence. We
not
talked about
allowing your
this.
emotions to control you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Now,
Brittany, call. I'm sorry, because I want to hear her
yeah,
voice.
yeah, I would love for her to call because
Every time
this was good.
I'm sorry. Every time she shows up in my life, I get an upgrade.
Yes,
Ugh.
yes, Brittany. Also, Juju Smith, who put out Cause and Effect, would
Hmm.
love for you to expound on that. Love for you to expound on that. Because I can talk about all this all day long, but they tired of hearing me. We want to hear you. We want to hear y'all. And also, Brittany, while you calling in, because I really feel like you're gonna call in. Amen.
No
Uh,
pressure.
no
No
pressure.
pressure.
Also, while you're here, you can also talk about alchemy, what you've already hinted in that your latter comment. But yeah, talk to us, Brittany. Talk to us.
Cause and
There's the
effect.
number.
Yeah, I just posted the number again. Cause
Yeah.
and effect is the direct action from a decision and choice.
Mm, okay.
You know,
Okay.
and most of the times when we make our decisions, we won't be in the right frequency.
Mm. Okay.
So when something does happen, oh man, that's karma. Yeah, it is. Cause and effect.
Yeah.
That's
So
100% what it is. Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead.
so
Go ahead.
so do you know that there was a test done, and there was electrodes put on the brain, and they asked the subject to choose something, make a choice about something.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know that the brain, the parts of the brain that signify that you have made a choice, that part of the brain lit up 6 seconds before they actually physically made the choice.
Yep.
Ooh.
So I'm saying this to say this. I'm saying that to say this, that the plane of causation is not here on the physical plane.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This
Mm-hmm.
physical plane is only the plane of effects.
Mm-hmm.
Causation cannot
Mm.
happen here.
Mm.
It cannot happen here. So it is about making that decision, but that decision is made on the mental plane. But once you do it there, the vibration is already in motion.
It's already gone.
It's already
Currency.
done. It's dust in
Currency.
the wind.
Currency.
Hmm.
What's your current like? Man, what's your current like, man?
Right, right.
For real.
Brittany, what's taking you so long? I'm picking up Brittany.
That's why I was asking
I
about
met Brittany.
understanding where heaven is at.
Hmm.
Mm, mind,
Huh?
mind, mind. Heaven and hell is a state of mind.
Heaven
And
and
I'm gonna
hell is a state of
die.
mind.
That's it.
Hmm.
You know, you
It's a
can create your own heaven or hell right up there. And your
true
inner
conscious
creates
being.
your outer. Yeah. Some
So
people
then,
are
so
not.
then, what then is what's the cause of either state of
Perception.
mind? What
Perception.
perception? Good. Yes, look at her. She thinks she knows something.
Facts.
What? You know what? I'm gonna shut it down now.
No, you
I'm gonna
good.
listen
That
now.
was on point. That was
I'm
on
gonna
point.
listen.
Yeah, but this
I'm
where Diamond pointed out to me before, and what I also have learned. Apologize for saying and I've learned in the past. The more you express the knowledge that you have,
Yeah.
the more you're held accountable for.
Mm. Hmm.
So when you start going against that, so it's a lot of effects that come from that, and they just get greater and greater and greater and greater.
Yeah. It does.
So,
Hmm.
so before you get to pointing the finger,
Look in the
and if
mirror.
you, man, if you're
Look
acknowledging
in the
you're an
mirror.
adult, if you're
Look
acknowledging
in
you're an
the mirror.
adult,
Some people don't want to acknowledge.
okay,
They want to blame. It is easier to blame someone else than to take accountability for their actions.
The path of least resistance, right?
The path of least resistance.
Well,
current,
don't
Instead of
don't worry.
yeah,
All energy flows that way. They take the path of least resistance.
current.
this is God level. Who am I speaking with?
Ooh.
This is Brittany. I wanted to call
All right,
real
all
quick.
right, all right.
Dale.
It worked.
There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things that I kind of like to be low key, so you guys kind of put me on the spot. So I said, let me
We sure did. I wasn't gonna let you off the hook either.
And make sure once you're done with your comment, I know you have a website up. Go ahead and put your business out there and make sure you put it in the chat box. Go ahead with your comment, sweetie.
Okay, so I know that the topic was being grateful, right?
Gratitude,
Showing
yeah.
And I will say that, I mean, that like when you show gratitude, Like it really do help to raise your vibration. So like I said, alchemy is very, very important. Being able to work with energy and transmute and still being grateful in spite of, right?
Right.
So an example would be, like say for instance, and this literally just happened to me, right? So I had like a vehicle. The engine went out on the vehicle. I owe $26,000 on this car, and they tell me that we cannot fix the engine and you need $16,000, right? So the average person would be very, very like upset, mad, angry, and trying to figure it out. Whereas me, I'm all like, Spirit, I'm so grateful. Thank you, Spirit team. I know that y'all gonna work it out in spite of. I'm grateful that I have a job. Everything is going to work out. And I didn't really worry about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, things happen in my life. I'm talking about within like a few days to where I'm in a new vehicle, better than the one that I had before. The process was very, very smooth.
Mm.
If I would have took that energy and I would have complained and got on the phone and told everybody about it and it probably wouldn't have happened the way that it did. So
Thank you.
Wow.
Peace.
in due time.
That's
Peace.
thank you. Hold
And we're
on.
talking about, and then one more thing that I wanted to elaborate on is alchemy, how important that really, really is. Like I have did so much work just going within myself and, getting an inventory of my emotions. How do I react when certain things happen, right? So if somebody comes and, say for instance, they make me mad or whatever the case may be, instead of me going from 0 to 1,000 or whatever the case may be, how I usually do, I'm more calmer now. I know how to go within myself and say, Brittany, why did you used to react like this? And kind of switch that and turn it into something positive. And I think once you do little steps like that, you have to take an inventory of yourself, though. You have to know what triggers you and why you react the way that you do, and then change that.
Yes.
And it's easier said than done, but once you do it, your life can really become magical. Like I'm a living testimony right now that I'm at a point to where I don't depend on anybody but my spirit team, and they come through every time. And I'm in control of my own emotions. Nobody outside of me can play with my emotions.
Beautiful.
God.
That was a jewel. That was meant for me. Thank you so much.
I say.
And on the planet right now, if you guys can tell, you have a lot of people right now in these times that they're doing really, really great. I'm talking about spiritual gifts on 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
You got other people that are struggling with the thoughts in their own head.
Yes.
Oof, yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
I'm getting ready to get an upgrade. Every time this woman comes into my life, I get an upgrade.
And I'm here for you. I got a lot of stuff for you too. When you have
See, that's who your friend should.
This woman left me a necklace, and I was trying to put it on tonight, but my nail was a little bit too long. Oh my God. I just out the blue. But every time she comes into my life, and she's not here every day, she just pops up. I know something great is getting ready to happen. I swear. It's like good juju. Tell everybody.
I wanted to, before I get off the phone too, let you guys know like the importance of wearing crystals. Now, don't get me wrong. You have some people that they wear like the healing crystals, like the lapis and the clear quartz, and some people do it for decoration, right? So you have crystals on your neck that are not activated, that don't have any power.
Right.
They use crystals. They use them. It helps them do a lot of things. So in this time too, if you do have crystals, like I would definitely urge you to use them. Even if you don't have them around your neck, have them in your pocket, have it in your car, have it in your house. You know what I mean? And tap into the tools that our ancestors used. I think that you guys will really find a lot of things starting to kind of shift with your crystals. Like the energy in them is different now. They're like 10 times more powerful than they used to be.
Can you tell us about your website before you go?
I'm going to be honest, I'm putting my website together now. It's so funny that we're talking about crystals again, because when I tell you, in the last 2 or 3 days, I have had numerous people like Brittany. Crystals. I still have the one that you gave me in 2017. So I will definitely have that together next week.
Yes. We can, come back on and pump up your business. It's free advertisement.
Yes, and I want to challenge you guys for the rest of the week to just be grateful for everything in spite of whatever go wrong. Still be grateful in spite of, and watch how the energy shifts.
She said, "Did y'all hear what she said?"
Yes,
Ritualistic
yes.
practice.
Yes.
Yes, Queen. Yep.
Also,
Ritualistic
I
practice.
have one question too. I have one thing I want to say to her before she goes.
Hold on.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Um,
Yep. Okay.
so you just inspired that I'm thinking we should do a show on alchemy. And I would love for Brittany to be a live special guest that day.
Mm.
Mm.
Just an idea. What y'all think?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I'm game.
I would
Mm-hmm.
love
Yep.
that. And it just
Okay.
goes to tell you how spirit is moving right now. Because when I tell you, like, spirit's been pushing me, like, Brittany, share yourself with the world needs it. But a lot of times, a lot of people talk about spiritual things, but their life don't back it up, if that makes sense.
Ooh.
That's right. That's right.
Dagger.
If I'm not right within myself and I don't carry that divine power. So
Man.
I'm at a point now to where, like, I know my vibrations. I know shifts and certain things that can help people, raise their vibration. So you guys, y'all just been amazing and have got me on my little chance to tell, and I would definitely love to be on the show.
Yeah. You are a
Please, God.
Cancer. And there's
Me
two
too.
other Cancers on here. Diamond's a Cancer, John's a Cancer, and then my brother's a
God.
Pisces. This is all water. Girl, I'm
This
surrounded.
all
Peace,
water.
God.
That's why I'm feeling her like I am. We've
Yes.
got to talk,
Currency.
Brittany.
Currency.
We've got to talk, beloved.
Peace
We will
to
definitely
God.
keep you posted on that. Of course, ahead of time, so you will know.
All right.
I
And
will
you
love
guys,
it.
thank you so much for inviting me to call in. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm sending you guys tons of positive vibes, love, and light. And I wish you guys the best. And I'll be talking to you soon.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you,
We'll take
sister.
it.
All right.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace. Peace.
Currency. 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 Currency.
That's my
Currency.
sister.
Look at my brother King over there. He feeling it.
Man. The fact that it's coming from a
A woman.
queen. A queen.
hmm
Mhm.
That man.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, but and that is important. That's so important that we recognize that because of the example that she could be. Just like the example that you are, God level. What we see here. I mean, you speak all the time about the type of males that you're surrounded around, being
Yes.
us three.
Yes.
But we also must acknowledge you in the dichotomy between you and the other females that are out here living a mundane type of existence.
Social media.
Yeah, you are definitely in the process of expansion and evolution. There's some who just say, just take me as I am. And that's not realistic. If you're saying that you would nothing would make me run faster in the opposite direction, that somebody say take me as I am. No, we're always in a constant level state of evolution. And I see you evolving, and Brittany is doing the work. See, people like her, I can trust.
Yes.
Because as she said, a lot of people speak spirituality, but you
They
can tell
like
it
them
does not
back then.
it doesn't reflect their life. And that's one of the biggest problems I have with people. I am thoroughly initiated into what I do. And again, it's proven in the way I live my life. It's proven in the relationships I have with the people around me. It's true. So that's why I tell people I never tell you something I can't prove. And that's because I've done the experimentation. I've done the experimentation. So I know what a proof is. I know what it looks like. I know what to look for. You understand? And that's because I'm doing the work. Alchemy is definitely one of my specialties. That's why I want to have the conversation with her. Would love to have that
Okay.
conversation with her.
Do we want to do that next month? Because we're all Black everything next month, baby.
Well, yeah, I mean, absolutely. We could talk about that because that is part of our history.
Yes.
It's part of our history. But I'll give you the lowdown. When it was part of our history, it was not called alchemy. It wasn't called alchemy until it was somebody else's word that they put on it. But it's still part of it's our history. And I'd love to talk about that as well. So I'll save it for the end.
Oh yes.
I'll save it for then.
Oh, we gonna dedicate a whole show to you, honey. Next month, a
Me and
whole
Brittany.
show. You and Brittany, yes, a whole show. Oh my God, she came over here and did her thing. I love it. I'm waiting for that website
Mm-hmm.
to get back up. I was literally trying to put on her necklace tonight. The necklace she left for me on my desk at work.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know she was there, but I found her and I hugged her and we cried and we went outside and we talked. Oh my God. Every time this woman shows up, there's an upgrade around the corner. I'm like, okay. I'm starting to
Mm-hmm.
notice the pattern. I'm like, okay, she's a part of my tribe.
Yeah. She is
Definitely.
so positive. She is very
Oh,
positive.
very,
I love that.
very. She's not gonna allow me to speak negative around her at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no,
Mm,
man.
mm.
She won't allow it. No, no. You send them love and light and loving energy. It doesn't matter what they did. Forgive them and move on.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
I'd be like, what, honey? If you knew the things that I've been through, and I still send love and light to
See,
all
that's what
of
I'm
them.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's
Currency,
like,
man.
wow,
That's wisdom coming out.
yes. And I done been
Speaking from
through some things.
experience.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
So I,
but the thing that I'm sorry. I I apologize. I did not mean to cut you off. But
no, you're fine.
the currency in which she's speaking of, the value, the worth of it, when you understand after you forgive, it don't exist no more.
It don't. It
And,
don't. It
your job is to
it
move
don't.
forward
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
at
That's
all
it.
costs.
That's it. That's it. And you may have to remind yourself, oh yeah, I forgave him for that, and keep moving. Oh, I forgave him for that, and just keep moving. You may have to do that mental check when those thoughts or those memories or something that you thought about try to creep up into your mind. You just kind of like, no, I've already dealt with that.
Yeah, you remember the lesson. You don't remember. You don't remember the vessel. You remember the lesson. The lesson is what is
Mm-hmm.
important. That
Yeah.
lesson. You remember that. This is why I say, you know what? My apologies.
No, you're
Forgive me.
fine.
No. This is why I say these things.
Mm-hmm.
So when somebody look at it like, why you always apologize? Why you? Because, bro, I have evolved. I can't continue to act out an old lesson. This is an
Yeah.
experience. I have to show change. I have to be change. I have to be
Mm,
currency. I got to keep moving forward, man.
Mm-hmm.
I
you're
got
I
to keep
say.
moving forward. If
absolutely.
I'm constantly doing 100% of what I was doing last year, trying to get
Mm,
different results, or the year before, or the day before, or the second before, man, I'm not becoming.
no,
Mm-hmm.
you're staying the same.
I'm
That's
not
it.
becoming. You know how many
You're
people that be
Mm-hmm.
staying the
around you
same.
that's choosing not to become only because they want to remember you through an old situation, so that way they can have some type of accountability over you, saying
Well,
Mm,
that
but
you
but
are
but that
there.
makes them stable. That makes them stable because they didn't want to move out that spot, so they got to
Exactly.
still see you in that spot. You see
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're trying to validate their current condition day after day
mm.
after day. That's a problem. People like that are dangerous. They're dangerous. So move out. Just that's when you've outgrown them. Your job
Yeah.
is not to be weak, too weak to let them go.
The old things that I used to allow to have me in bondage, I laugh at
Mm,
because it has no weight or currency over me.
right.
I say,
Mm, mm. With that being
man.
said, oh, I'm sorry.
What I did, John. You took the question there. I really did want to get to that question. Do
Oh,
we have time?
wait, hold on. Let's see. Let me see. Ooh, which one? Which one? But
The
it was the
the
last.
the obligation about obliging people,
Yeah.
including kids.
Ooh,
Mm.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I really wanted to get to that question. Go ahead and ask it, because I like the way you set it up. I know it's right there, but he just so dramatic when it comes to.
Man,
Yeah. So, all right.
artists.
Is obliging
Yes.
people, and when I'm saying obliging, we're talking about indebting, prescribing, but prescribing in the sense of like restricting a person. So we're talking about kids, we're talking about loved ones, even alleged loved ones. So is obliging, pressuring someone to be great, to be grateful, is that effective when you obligate them to do that?
Mm.
I love it because when I think about this, so when you oblige somebody, it's just like when we say thank you to somebody, we oblige them to say you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Or when we open the door for somebody, we oblige them to say thank you. You see what I'm saying? But to me, that's like caffeine. Is caffeine real authentic energy? No, it's not.
Right.
No, it's not. It's overstimulation of the nervous system. That's all it is. It's not real authentic energy. This is why you get a crash later. Okay? This is why you crash later. So when you oblige somebody to express gratitude to you, it's not authentic. Guess what? You're going to crash later because you're going to find yourself pulling the same thing from them the next time. Okay? It's going to be you're going to run into this again. That's the brick wall. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? That's what that is. It's not effective. You have to let it be genuine and authentic. But you also you remember that the whole point is to do and expect nothing in return. You do and expect nothing in return. Allow them to grow to the point to where they also do and expect nothing in return. This way, everybody then will be in service of each other. They're being service, but that way nobody's without.
Currency.
Mm.
Okay? Reciprocity, all that stuff comes into play. Balance, harmony. We talking about the 7 cardinal principles of Ma'at.
Facts.
Okay? Well, I'm just saying.
Facts.
Let me just post up. Go ahead.
I love you too, sis.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So, but that's why I wanted him to get to this question because that's a very profound thing because that's something that we do. We oblige, we obligate people, instead of allowing it to be authentic, altruistic.
Mm.
Yep. Not forcing it.
Yeah, because it does
Forcing
nothing.
current.
Yeah, it does nothing for growth. Ain't nobody's DNA coils relaxing anymore if you oblige somebody. In fact, they might tighten up a little bit more because they may be saying thank you out of resentment.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to make the DNA coils tighten up more and they can't access. You let them do what they have to do because, again, they'll be the ones that have to get knocked on their ass before they start to express gratitude. If that's
There
what
you
needs
go.
to happen, let it
There you
happen.
go.
Let it happen.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I'm all for that.
hmm
Nothing.
hmm
Yeah, I want you to grow out of that.
Yeah. Okay. He caught that. Wait a minute. He caught that real quick. He caught that real quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You know, I
because
laughed
then
for a moment.
and it's not a shot. But
I know.
yeah,
I know.
kill that.
Let's talk after. Let's talk backstage.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I right here obliging. Yeah, we could do that with saying I love you.
Mm.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's why some people you got to be careful. You be like, hey, look, just I don't, just don't say it. Let your
Very good.
actions be in alignment of it.
hmm That's it.
Let your actions be in
That's
alignment
it.
of it. Because it is, man, look, man, currency, man. This is true currency taking place on this podcast,
Absolutely.
hmm
man. And I don't get along with too many people. And I'm, you know what? Let me not even say I
You
don't get along
don't
with
say that.
my energy. It can do 2 things. It's either gonna make you submit, or you automatically look at me as a threat. This is something that's hard for me that I've learned over time. But I have to stay in my true nature of who I am. I'm constantly evolving. Like, some areas the energy is supposed to be uncomfortable, only for me to practice alchemy or, to convert what's in there for it can be to my use, my advantage, my benefit. This is how you become of service.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be in the midst of that stuff sometimes, man. You got to be able to step in there and be like, by any means necessary, I'm here to help. What's good? What you need? Let's get this done. Because when I leave here, effective change will have came upon everything in that room. Period. Man, look, man. I am of service, and this is King Newborn.
Yes. Love it. Love it.
So with that being said, I want to thank everyone for jumping in on tonight's live. It was gratitude. If you didn't get a chance to catch it, it is on our Facebook. Right, I'm gonna pin it right at the top. It is also on YouTube on Newborn Everything, and also on my God Level page. Again, thank you to all the new members. Thank you to Brittany. Thank you to everyone who commented, who watched and shared. And please do not hesitate to invite others over. And next week's topic is karma. That's gonna be a real good one. John, you up?
Before I get started, I just want to encourage the audience members, if you are struggling with stress, anxiety, even some depressive symptoms, highly recommend that you write for 15 minutes, 3 times a week, things that you're grateful for. The science is very clear on the effects of gratitude on our mental health.
Yes.
So if you are struggling with any of those that I just mentioned, 15 minutes, gratitude. It's not about the words. It's how you feel when you say them. It's going to help you out, major key. It's called gratitude journaling, okay? Gratitude journaling. So I said, I'm a special kind of mystic. I'm optimistic. Like Winnie the Pooh at a crime scene, you bear witness at how I overestimate the odds, illustrate a mirage, make a collage of positivity with the abilities of the Orishas, the African gods. Amen, amen. Yeah, this feeling is sacred. It's just simply amazing. The mood that I'm in got me out of my mind. I'm not concealed, but this greatness that I'm bleeding in vain is kind of insane. I could give a blood donation. Buddha, Christ behavior, I'm a savior with my own flavor. What's a belief system with no belief in them? Just another system powered by intuition and illogic. Whether you're Islamic, agnostic, or Hindu, whatever you're into, remember this. When times are hard, guard your optimism. Because life is for the living. I got a golden flow and I don't need a pot to piss in. Black skin, solar disposition. I above the pyramid seeking high positions. Illuminatis for my conscious state. Even if I'm looking down, I still elevate. In my hopes to find the most divine, if the truth can be defined, it's probably a lie. Keep an open mind. Mine is open. I'm a transformer of situations. So my last name is Prime. You already know my first. Yeah, I hunger for the knowledge, but the love, that's my thirst. One desire for my twin flame, young soul, old fire that'll never retire. You got your opticals on the opposition. Well, that's not optional for my optimal condition. When times are hard, guard your optimism. Yes, I'm optimistic. My self-esteem was on the low like a baritone. Now my confidence is lifted to a soprano and staccato. On the high note where the fat lady sings, and I bring much love to my African queens, the true Mother Earths that I worship because they give birth to the masters of the universe. I can't believe that a he is superior to she, and they say animals are inferior to we. Guess I'm blind to the competition. You got your opticals on the opposition, but that's not my composition. It's not optional for my optimal condition. I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
There's something heaven sent, where the pessimism feels the wrath of my negligence. I breathe high beams. I spit moonlight. Ignorance went blind because my mind was too bright.
You
Come on, boy.
When times are hard, guard your optimism. They say, John, be realistic. I'm real gifted. Real recognize there's no real difference. Only the real gets it. I'm talking real vision. Y'all remember 2020? That year? It was real vivid. If you're an optimist, then it's just common sense. You tell me what's good, like compliments. And doing that appreciates the God consciousness. The universe is mental. We got to focus on the cognitive and keep our thoughts positive when problems get beyond our grip. Got to stay on top of them like condiments. So I'll end off by saying this. When times are hard, guard your optimism. Salute.
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 Oh my God, we will see you all back here next week. Oh my God, really?
Ooh,
Just have to come like that.
breath strokes. Damn. Shit.
I'm about to go.
That's how he rolled. Breath
strokes.
And when I thought he was done, he wasn't.
He just took a breath.
He
He
was
took a
pausing,
break.
man, for the optimist. Man, breath strokes, bro. Like, no.
See, y'all be making it real hard for me.
Oh no, come on now. Come on.
No.
Come on now.
Nah, he already spoke on the moon light.
Right.
Yeah. I pay attention.
Yeah.
Man,
I say.
my last name Prime? Huh?
You know my first
You already
name.
know my
You already
first
know my
name.
first name.
Yeah. That's
I
a
love
double
it.
entendre. What?
Right?
What? Come
He
on,
really-
man. Man.
What a
I'm
recognized
doing it.
Come on, man. We love it. But that's why he do what he do. That's why you should cap that album if you haven't.
Man.
For real.
All of them.
That's
All
off
of
the
them.
first one, y'all. That's off the first one. Yeah.
Man,
Go ahead and cop
this is
that.
why
Go
I
like that.
illuminate. Huh?
Oh my
okay.
God. Yes.
Okay.
Illuminati with the NG on the end of it.
Okay. Come on, man.
All right.
Oh my God.
You gotta listen, man. He
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna shut it
Thank
down.
you. We'll see
Thank
y'all
everybody
back here next
for
week.
watching.
Man.
Peace.
All right.